Welcome back to Bavarian Motorworks. Okay, I'm going to do a video on removing the inlet manifold. As you can see, I've already removed the EGR valve, and that's, I think they are T5 bolts, I think, 4 of them. So I've already done that part, and I'm going to show you how to do the rest. The reason why I wanted to do this, it looks like the charge pressure turbo control valve is doing nothing, so I need to replace that, as I keep getting a code 41AB that keeps cropping up. So hopefully replacing that valve will fix the problem. If you've never done this before, I would suggest you take your time and go slowly, because you can drop something into the engine and you don't want to be doing that. So first of all, before you start, make sure you got all your tools, make sure you've done all your research, and what I tend to do is keep a little pot where I can put all the bolts in, and just put all your parts to one side. First of all, you want to remove the engine cover, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10mm bolts. So let's begin. The first thing we want to do, we're going to have to take all this off first. So let's get rid of, I think it's the weather strip, I'm not sure what you call it, so put that down there. Oops. And then what you want to do is you want to bear with me on this one. I haven't done it for a while. That's a 10mm, so we want to turn that so that opens up. So you want to use a 13mm just to turn this, so you can pop these boxes out of the way. There's a little clamp here. Just want to remove these plugs. Let's try and do this one-handed if I can. There's one plug off. That's another one off. Set that to one side, just get this wiring bit out of the way. This you can simply pull out, I believe. Yeah, put that out of the way as well. There's a couple of Torx bolts here as well. So let's get the other vent out first. Same concept, just undo this little rod. Turn this screw. I apologise if you can't see it properly. I'm going to try my best. It's not easy to do it one-handed. Put that to one side. Okay, so what we have to do next is undo one Torx bolt here side, and that should enable that to lift up, but you also need to remove this. Just simply slide it across. That gets rid of that. Yep, so that's loose now. Okay, for these two bolts there's a T5. That's one. this in the little pot. And that's 2. Now this should lift up. Like so. Put it to one side. Forgot to move the vent on that side, but I've done it all at once, so no big deal. Okay, next you want to get this brace off. It's got 4 bolts in total. Now I'm not sure what size it is. I haven't got the correct size, I'm afraid, but this just about fits, so I should get away with it. So make sure you get the correct bit. I'm not using the correct bit here. This is a bit smaller, but I've got away with it so far. Oh dear. I'm not sure where that's gone, but I'll retrieve it, no problem. Okay, and there you go. There was just a little clamp there holding it to the battery positive wire. Okay, we're on to the manifold now. So first of all, there are 10mm bolts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 10mm bolts, and the ones down here are 11mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. Also, I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, you got this loom from the for the fuel injectors. So you're going to need a Torx socket for that. But if you haven't got one, you can get away with just using a normal socket. A 5mm one will do that. I think there's 3 in total. That one's proper stuck. So we'll use a 5-volt socket for that. It's not a difficult job. It's one of the easiest manifolds I've ever done, to be honest. I think it's only got like 1 or 2 vacuum pipes go into it, so it's not a massive, it's not a huge job. So let's unplug all these. You've also got this map sensor or boost pressure sensor. You can either unplug it or just pull it out. I'm going to pull mine out. Let's leave that there. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick think about this now. Okay, we're on to the 10mm bolts. Get this loom out of the way, so let's go on to the 10mm bolts. And these bolts don't come out the line, they stay in the manifold. I'll have to use a socket for that one, as it's in an awkward position. Just retrieve this little bracket you'll need for your cover to bolt onto. I'll just pull them out like this, just make sure they're all loose. Okay, next what we want to do is the 11mm bolts, which are down there. And there they are. To do those next. Okay, I'm going to use a ratchet for that. Okay, they're all loosened. There is another one back here. Another one back here but there is a sensor here also that you have to pull off. Just trying to remember how you pull it off. I think it's a tab. Yep. There you go, the plugs off that sensor there, and there's another bolt. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's right out there. It is. Now in other videos they do say you need a wobble socket, but you don't. I'll show you that this will. He says it will fit, I've done it before, so. I remember now, I know how I did it. So you don't need a wobble socket, you can do it. There we go. That's off. Okay, the most difficult one is out. Now, the thing about these ones that are down there, you're going to need a magnet. You're going to need a magnet to get them out. You can pick them out like that. I've got skinny fingers, so if you've got skinny fingers, you can just pick them out like I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, I've dropped. That one's not on the edge of the manifold, that one. So obviously I've screwed that too much and it's fell onto the manifold ledge kind of thing. So yeah, I'll need a magnet to get that one. As you can see, it's all loose now, you can see it moving. Oh dear, did the same with that one, but never mind, we'll get a magnet. Got a trusty old magnet. There it is. And there's the other one. Into the pot it goes. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I forgot to mention you need to remove this dipstick bolt as well. So that's a 10mm. That was already removed earlier. So, see what else we've got here. We've got a vacuum pipe here. So you want to remove this vacuum pipe. If you can't remove that, you can just unclip this. And clip the plug first, which is here. So there is a little tab here that you can just push up and push to the left. You can retrieve it with the vacuum pipes attached. Okay, let's remove the manifold. This is the part where you got to be careful now. And I'll show you why. If I can position the camera properly. Okay, it's the part I hate because I don't want to drop anything into the engine. Okay, you've still got a vacuum pipe attached. Which pipe's that? Ah, it's off that same solenoid. Yeah, it's off that same solenoid that we removed, so you could just detach it from here. Okay, the manifold's off, and the reason I tell you to be careful is because luckily on mine these are new because I've done the swirl flap delete, so these are new, but if yours aren't done they can slip out and they'll go into the one of those holes in the engine, and then you, well, basically you're going to be a bit screwed. It's not unretrievable, but you don't want that hassle. Okay, let's put the manifold to one side. And that's it really, simple as that. Now I'm going to look at the turbo valve pressure charge turbo valve, which I believe is this device here, which I believe is not doing anything. So my job to inspect what's going on. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope that helps somebody, and I will make a follow-up video on the reinstallation. Is obviously reversal of removal. I believe the 12 10mm volts are 10 Newton meters. I think you might want to look up on that. It might be 15. I'm not sure, but it's not too much of a difficult job. You just got to be careful, as I say. You don't want to drop anything in there. And while the manifold's off, I suggest you put some kitchen roll in there or some rags just to stop anything falling in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.